All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about the AI revolution, this massive force that's changing everything all over the world. But we're going to look at it from a really specific angle. Its arrival in Bangladesh, and we're seeing it all through the eyes of entrepreneur Rubel Miah. His take on this is a total game changer. So let's get right to it.
So this is the big question, right? It's on everyone's mind, especially if you're young, ambitious, and trying to figure things out. For so many in Bangladesh, AI feels like this huge crossroads. Is this the thing that's going to take away jobs and just create a ton of uncertainty? Or is it the single greatest tool you'll ever have to build a new future? The answer, it turns out, really depends on how you decide to look at it. To really get a handle on what's happening, Rubel Miah suggests thinking about it like a storm. Not some little rain shower, but a massive, undeniable wave of change that's about to hit. And, with any storm, you've got two choices. You can either get swept away by it, or you can prepare for it and learn how to harness its power. And let's be super clear about this. This is not science fiction. This isn't some problem for 10 years down the road. While other places have been dealing with these systems for a while, that wave is now officially reaching Bangladesh. The most important thing to get is that this isn't something to just wait and see about. It's something you have to act on, like right now.
Now, I know when we use a word like storm, it's easy to feel a little scared, totally natural. But the very first step in navigating all this change is to stop seeing AI as some kind of monster that's hiding under your bed. It's time to pull back the curtain and see it for what it really is.
This right here is how we need to completely reframe the conversation. On the left, you've got all the common fears, right? This creature that's going to steal your job, this force you can't stop. But then look at the right. That's the reality. AI isn't a monster. It's a system that you can learn to control. It's not some vague, unstoppable thing. It's a tool for getting things done. And this is the big one. It is not a reason to be scared. It's a reason to get skilled.
So let's just ground ourselves with a really simple definition. At its heart, this is all AI is. It's a system that people built to automate tasks that used to take up a person's time and brain power. It doesn't have feelings, it doesn't think for itself. It just processes information and follows the instructions we give it. Think of it like a ridiculously powerful calculator, not a conscious being. Okay, so if AI is just a tool, that's actually great news. It means we can learn how to use it, and that brings us to the most important part of what we're talking about today. What can you actually do? How do you get ready for the storm and start building your future? Well, it all starts with having the right foundation.
I love this quote from the source material because it just nails it. You can't stop the wind from blowing, but you can absolutely build a house with a foundation so solid that the storm doesn't even matter. And in this new world, your skills, they are your foundation. So, what bricks do we need to start laying?
According to Rubel Miah, there are two absolutely fundamental skills you need to be focusing on right now. Number one, prompt engineering. That sounds complicated, but it's really just the language of AI. It's learning how to ask the right questions to get the best possible answers. And number two, AI automation. This is all about learning how to link different tools together to create systems that do complex jobs for you totally on autopilot. This slide really shows the huge shift that's happened. Just a few years ago, the advice was pretty simple. Learn a specific program, like Photoshop or Excel, and you're pretty much guaranteed a job. But today, that guarantee is just gone. The new reality is all about being able to adapt. It's not about mastering one single tool that could be outdated by next year. It's about building a flexible mindset of always learning. That's what guarantees you'll not only survive, but actually thrive, no matter what comes next.
So this all sounds good in theory, right? But what does it actually look like when you put it into practice? How do these skills turn into something real? Let's check out a couple of concrete examples of AI in action.
This is a perfect, super simple example of what AI automation can do. Rubel Miah explains he's got this system where he can just send a quick text to his bot, something like send a joining letter to the new guy, and boom, a full, professional email gets written and sent, and he didn't have to do anything else. Now that seems like a small task, but just think about how many tiny little things like that eat up your entire day. Imagine automating all of them.
Okay, now for a much bigger example. Let's say you have a new business idea. The traditional way to check if it's any good would be to do market research, find competitors, talk to customers. You know the drill. That whole process, if you do it right, could easily take you a full month.
But by using AI to do deep research, analyze global trends, and find competitors he never even knew existed, Rubel Miah was able to do that entire month's worth of work in about 15 hours.
The jump in efficiency here is just staggering. It's a complete and total game changer.
And this is where it all comes together. The stuff that used to require a whole team, you needed a marketer, a designer, a researcher, a writer, can now be managed by one person who just knows how to use the right AI tools. From finding the product, to creating the ads, to targeting the perfect customers, AI empowers a single person to build an entire business right from their desk. The opportunity here is just massive.
You know, this is about more than just individual success stories. This whole skills revolution has the power to change the path of the entire country. This is really about building a new, more skilled, more competitive Bangladesh for the world stage.
So here's a fascinating and kind of counterintuitive idea. Recently, the number of students getting those top A+ grades in national exams has actually dropped. Now, on the surface, some people might see that as a bad thing, but Rubel Miah sees it as a huge sign of progress. But why?
Well, it's a good thing because it points to a massive shift in what we value. A system that just pumps out thousands of perfect scores might only be rewarding one thing: the ability to memorize and repeat information. A system with fewer top scores might actually suggest we're moving towards valuing real, hands-on skills over just memorizing stuff from a book. It encourages a whole new generation to be builders and problem solvers, not just test takers.
And really, this is the ultimate message. This whole journey isn't about one person trying to get ahead of everyone else. It's about a collective movement. It's this powerful belief that by lifting everyone up, by sharing what you know, the entire nation rises. And when the country moves forward, everybody wins. It's just a beautiful vision for shared progress.
So the AI storm has arrived. It's here. And yeah, it brings some big changes and some uncertainty, but it also brings this incredible energy that's just waiting to be harnessed. The tools are out there, the knowledge is accessible, and the opportunity is sitting right in front of us. The future isn't something that just happens to you. It's something you get to build. So the only real question left is, are you ready?